Hi, Assalamualaikum. We are Group 4 from the course UHLBB2122 Section 1. And today we will be presenting about a topic which is flipped classroom problem and solution. Without further ado, let's start. So these are our team members. Starting from the right side, there is me, Razin Anzur Alif, Ake Shukri, Amin Zulkarnain, and Abdul Halim. Since COVID-19 in 2020, it has affected the way we learn in our education system. We are forced to change our way of learning from a physical classroom to an online classroom. Online classroom can be referred as how we learn to lectures through online platforms such as Google Meet or Webex. But no matter how much we look at it, it still looks the same for hundreds of years already. And this can be considered as a traditional way of learning, or more like a traditional classroom. However, during this epidemic, new ways of learning are introduced into our education system, which includes flipped classroom. So, what is a flipped classroom? If a traditional classroom is say as how we listen to lectures during class, and we need to do the task given by teachers or lecturers, such as homework during our home time, a flipped classroom can be considered the opposite approach of what a traditional classroom is. It basically means that we need to be able to access the content during our home time and need to apply it during our class time. In simple terms, it means that we need to be able to listen to lectures video or read lecture slides to increase our knowledge, and we need to apply it by doing the task given by the teachers, either in individual or group during our class time. So why flipped classroom? There are many key factors which contribute to the use of flipped classroom in our education system. First of all, instructors are bewildered by the fact that the student came to class unprepared without finishing the homework given to them. As you know, when we go to lectures, the students are not going to fully grasp the full information because they are not robots, they are humans too. So, for example, when going to class for 2 hours, the student will only be able to focus in class for only 30 minutes, and the remaining time they will start focusing on something else. By doing so, they're wasting their time and they won't be able to get the full knowledge. Therefore, when you are giving a homework to them, they won't be able to finish their homework because they don't know how to apply the knowledge they get that day into their homework, which lead to a late time for them to submit their homework. At the same time, when you are giving homework to them outside the classroom hours, they will be so stressed out, and at the same time they won't be able to have a family time with their family. Secondly, students will fully memorize the whole information without fully understanding the fundamental about what they are supposed to learn. Therefore, they won't be able to apply what they learn in real life. For example, let's say that one day you are going to graduate and get a job, and in that job you are going to finish a task given to you. But no matter how long you work, you will still forget about what you learned during your university time. Therefore, you will be referring to many kinds of contexts. However, if you fully understand about the basic, you will be able to use that context to finish your homework. With flipped classroom, it will help you provide an environment where you are given a task in your classroom hours. By doing the task, you will be able to apply what you learn. At the same time, it will increase your knowledge and your understanding about the subtopic.
Hi, my name is Muhammad Amin Zulkarnain, and I will resume this presentation. In the implementation of flipped classroom, the emerging issues that has gained attention is the problem of gap between teacher and students. This problem stems from the fact that the flipped classroom require students to go independently learning before they attend the class. The This approach creates a disconnect between the teachers and students, as the teachers may not have clear understanding of what each their students has learned or misunderstood during the learning phase. However, in the flipped classroom, we also can see the positive side. The use of flipped classroom strategy allows students to learn at their own pace, which can be an advantage in terms of promoting active engagement of learning materials. However, this also means that the students may progress at different speeds and varying levels of understanding when they come to class. The flipped classroom model, while offering numerous benefits such as increased students' engagement and opportunity for more effective and active learning activity, and creates a challenge for teachers to effectively address the gap in students' understanding and misconceptions. So to create an effective ways of bridging the gap between the teachers and students to receive the necessary support and clarification during class session is by modifying the course toward a flipped classroom format. The flipped classroom approach is a student-centered learning approach in which they learn at their own pace at home. So it is a foundational content that can gain a solid understanding of material before they coming to class, and enabling the teachers to focus on more authentic and active learning experience during the class time. However, teachers play their active roles to shift their roles, deliver of information, to becoming a facilitator and guide in the learning process. They no longer hold the position of authority in the classroom, but rather become mentors or support who can guide the students in their exploration of knowledge. This change in role requires teachers to adapt their learnings and teaching methods and strategies. They must be able to create meaningful and engaging learning experience that encourage active participation and critical thinking. Moreover, to modify the flipped classroom format, the teachers must also be proficient in the use of technologies in order to gain the attention of the students in the flipped classroom learning approach, because technologies are the main because the technology bring the significant consequence for the effectiveness of the flipped classroom approach. Video conferencing such as Zoom or Microsoft Teams may become essential for real-time communication and collaboration in the flipped classroom. During virtual classes, instructors or teachers can deliver the lectures, facilitate discussion or live demonstration, bridging the physical gap between the teachers and students. By incorporating these modifications of techniques, teachers can bridge the gap or fill up the gap between themselves and students by fostering effective communication and collaboration among them.
Next, we'll go into the second problem of doing flipped classroom. Teachers adapt to the flipped classroom model after being used to traditional lecturing techniques is one of the biggest obstacles to implementation. COVID-19 epidemics, which required teachers to adjust to unprecedented conditions and use novel teaching techniques. So for solution for this problem is teacher may create a more inclusive and interesting learning environment by giving students a say in how they wish to learn. A more engaging and interactive learning environment may be achieved in the classroom by include active learning activities like group discussion, project, presentation, and problem-solving activities. Claims LD Online and online resource for educators. Next, evaluation. Feedback from students can help teachers evaluate the efficiency of their educational tactics and make the required adjustment because the flipped classroom approach necessitates adaptability and flexibility.
Hi, my name is Halim. As a conclusion, the traditional educational system faces challenges such as a growing gap between teachers and students and teachers' discomfort with new teaching methods. The flipped classroom paradigm offers a practical solution by promoting teacher-student interaction and active student involvement in learning. Scientific evidence for the effectiveness of flipped classroom is still developing, but the strategic implementation of this approach shows promise for improving learning outcomes. In the flipped classroom model, teachers take on a coaching role and depart from traditional instructional methods. The flipped classroom approach addresses the limitation of conventional teaching methods by fostering active learning, student involvement, and personalized education. Ongoing study, experimentation, and adaptation are necessary to fully realize the benefits of flipped classroom in diverse educational contexts. Continuous professional development for teachers is crucial to equip them with the necessary skill for effective flipped classroom implementation. Adequate technological infrastructure and resources must be provided for equitable access to flipped learning tools. The ultimate goal of the educational system is to develop students who can apply knowledge and achieve academic success. The flipped classroom model prepares students for the challenges of the modern world through active engagement, empowerment, and readiness. The flipped classroom approach fosters collaboration, self-directed learning, critical thinking, and problem-solving skill. Openness to new research, adaptation to changing educational needs, and investment in teacher professional development are essential for the continued improvement of flipped classroom. Flipped classroom have the potential to transform the educational system and equip learners with the skills necessary for success in a rapidly evolving world.